his dream was yet to fulfill, and finally he came to Enagic. Okay, he saw something that really struck him. Yeah. So without further ado, I would like to call upon Mr. Alex Wong. Let's put our hands together to welcome him.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning. I couldn't jump and dance like our friend Jerry, yeah?
Yeah, Alex, you introduce yourself first, your background. Yeah, while we are sorting out the slides.
Okay, my name is Alex Wong. I'm 60 years old. And I'm from Ipoh. Ipoh Mali. So those of you who haven't been to Ipoh before, at least I'll let you know there's a lot of good food there and good scenery. Okay? If you come to Ipoh, contact me. I'll bring you along. I'll travel all over the place. Okay?
Sure, you're so free. Everybody.
So I think we need to dance. Looks like.
Alex, can you do without the slides first? Because something, yeah. Maybe can use yours.
You see, I've been through life. My life is very colorful. It means up and down. Okay? So maybe I'll start with my career when I started. When I was 22, someone came to my house. And looking for my sister. So I asked that guy, who are you looking? I'm looking for your sister. So what is it about? Then he told me, I want to show your sister that we are dealing with this product, fashion and all those things with catalogs. Then I say, my sister is not here. Then I say, okay, in this case you tell me. Then you show me the catalog, everything. Then I say, okay lah, I entertain that guy lah. I say, never mind, I pay and I join in. So when I join in, the catalogs is in the table. So in the evening, a lot of my friends came to my house. So then I was thinking, hey, why not I sell it to them? When I take up the catalog, my face turns red. And it's so hot, you know. Then I keep the catalog under the table. I never do any sales. Okay. Who like to do sales? Or who is scared of doing sales? Here, put up your hand. Scared of doing sales. Okay. So what I do? That whole night I couldn't sleep. I was thinking, in my house, everything is buy and sell. So I must do selling. I must know how to sell, okay? Then the next day, I hold the catalog. That time I was driving, I drive a motorcycle, a scrambler. Who knows what is a scrambler is? Okay, scrambler. I dress myself nicely, comb nicely, and then I go from Ipoh to Sungai Siput. It takes around about half an hour because nobody knows me there. So I treat myself as a soldier to start to do sales. I go door to door. I park my bike somewhere, I comb nicely, hold the catalog, I go door to door and do sales. Those who doesn't want to listen to me it's okay. It's okay, you lost an opportunity. That's what I think. So I keep on doing it. So from there, that time, when I was 22 years old, that time, it was very funny. People are happy to see me. They ask me come into the house, I show them everything. They even give me food and drinks. So that time, but I don't think now you can do it. Okay, you can do door to door. So at that time, I start recruiting people. I sell to people. I sell a lot of product to them, and then I sell a lot to them, and then from there I start recruiting a lot of people. So one day it was raining very heavily, very heavily. They ordered a lot of product from me, so I drove my motorcycle, packed all the goods in the box, and I go to them. So when I reach their house, when they see me, they say, "My God, it means all the while you are driving a motorcycle." I say, "Yes." So from then on, they all become members. So from then on, I start to promote, become certain level in that company, and then I become the manager of the company. So I'll start from here. So I'm 61 years old. Hey, I couldn't press. Okay, just now I just tell you, my journey starts at age 24. It's up and down. Okay, so next slide. Yeah, this is the company. That time it's 1983. So then I become the manager in this company. Of course, a lot of manager. Okay. So I was given the best branch manager of the year. So from then on, I'm all the while a manager. Next slide, please. I'm in Malaysia. Maybe somebody knows about this company, Caligan Malaysia Sdn Berhad. Okay. So all the while I become a manager, and then later I jump up. Next slide, please. So this is Poly Empire, a big factory dealing with mattresses and bedsheet and all those things. Okay, so I was the general manager of this factory. So at that time, next slide, please. Later, I joined Dr. Notius Rooibos Museum, dealing with rooibos tea from South Africa. So I was the marketing manager in Dr. Notius Rooibos Museum. So papers in TVs at the time This is a famous tea So next slide, please. Then a Taiwanese company come and invite me to join them to build a paper factory, paper mill. Okay, in Perak, in the place where I stay. Okay, so they invest a lot of money. So they pay partially. They pay part of the land. Next slide, please. So then we go to because that place, my place in Ipoh, they don't have gas pipe. So we need to get steam coal. So we need to buy steam coal in Indonesia, Kalimantan. So I went to Kalimantan. So we invested in mining, steam coal, iron ore mining. Because of greediness, we invest in mining. We do a few shipment. Next slide, please. We do a few shipment to Thailand, to China, and then we lost a lot of things because we are not so familiar with that line. So we lost everything. I lost everything. We have properties also sell off everything. We lost everything. Then I joined this Heritage Malaysia. So from there we do some project with the government. This is a charity project. So like this Jabatan Penjara Malaysia Kajang. Okay, next slide, please. So since that time, I owe a lot of debts. What I receive is not those electricity bill or water bill. I received a lot of court case letter asking me to go to court, because I owe the bank a lot of money. So no choice. Then I I contact some friends from China. So those are physicians, Chinese physicians, they are very good. So they came down, we formed this Qigong Healing Association of Malaysia and a center in Malaysia. So this helped me a lot on my debts, okay, the timeline. So next slide, please. So at that time, even though that helps me a lot, I still owe the bank some money. So that's where energy came in. At the age of 52, where energy came in. Okay? So why do I choose energy? Why do I choose energy? So next slide, see. I love Kangen water machine because it's genuinely good for my whole family. So this is something genuine. I do sales before, but a lot of things are not genuine. So because this is genuine, so I love it so much. And then Kangen water machine has a lot of advantage. It's easy for me to share to all my friends, like demo and all those things, with all those certificates. Okay, so this is that convinced me. Okay, so next slide, please. So what convinced me? So when I start to do this business, whatever convinced me about this machine, I share it with my downline. Okay, I just show you some example of how I share it to my downline. Okay, next slide, please. One more. Knowledge. So at that time, if you start to do the business, you don't have enough knowledge, you're going to face a lot of negativities, worries, skeptical, anxiety. Okay, so knowledge is very, very important. So when I started the business, I need to learn a lot of things about the Kangen water machine. Learn a lot, read a lot of books like American Anti-Cancer Institute, Dr. Hirumi Shinya. I really read. In the airport, I just read the books. Go everywhere, I just read the books to get to know all the knowledge. Okay. So next slide, please. So when I start to sell the machine, and my downline start to sell the machine, they also face problem like a lot of outside machine, also talking about hydrogen. Well, I don't know if you have seen this machine before now. So they talk about hydrogen, which a lot of my downline doesn't know. And then a lot of my client also doesn't know, they go and buy this machine. Okay? And some of my client, when choosing machine, they go and buy this machine. That means our client are lacking of the basic knowledge of our Kangen water machine and the water. So I have no choice, I set up a PowerPoint to teach them, okay, in detail. Next slide, please. So this is what happened, you can see from the picture. Competitors will ask a lot of questions. They ask a lot of questions, you cannot answer. That means the client asks you a lot of questions. Competitor with the client asks you a lot of questions. If you don't know how to answer, it's like the one beaten up. Cannot answer, don't know how to answer. Then you lost the sales. So the basic knowledge is all here. So I created a PowerPoint. I show them one by one. The company is 47 years old. It's reliable. Own factories, manufacturing. And I believe a lot of outside machine doesn't have factory. Okay, it doesn't have factory. So ISO 13485, I think that is very special. Our machine is very special, the only one. Okay. So next slide, please. Even ISO 14001, I highlighted and explained to them what is this certificate about. So they truly understand, then they become more confident. Next slide, please. ISO 13485, one by one. This is number 16, okay? Even the water, produce how many type of water? So this is the slide that we teach all our downline to do. So they will have more confidence one by one. Next slide, please. So this is the summary. Then I put there questions. Next time when any competitor come to you, ask them, how many years old is your company? Okay? does your company have factory producing this machine? Or do you have ISO 13485 or WQA? Ask back these questions, then you're going to win the sales. Okay? Learn how to ask, not people asking you. Of course, people ask you, you must know how to answer. So these are part of the things. So now, this is the most important thing. I choose energy because I love the 8A or the 8-point system. I really love it because it pays out good. I can see money. Because I need money at that time. I really need money. So, my son wanted to go overseas to study in Australia. All this is money. I need to pay my debts. All this is money. So, and the 8-point plan really convinced me that I can see money. Okay? Then I started to do. So, after doing almost to 5A, 5A, any 5A here? In 5A only I see the later stage, I saw the career path. Then only I get to know there is a career path. That is more exciting. So I wanted to climb this leadership ladder. I want to go. Okay? So I don't want to take risks anymore because I lost a lot of money. Okay? I want to go a good way without risk but a lot of rewards. I think all of you want it, isn't it? So that time this is what I want. So finding the ideal business, you see all these things I learned from the EKW. It's very important for you all to join this EKW. A lot of things I learned from here. So next slide please. So this is something that I already feel that I am facing all these things. Low risk capital, legal, highly profitable. The product is highly profitable, isn't it? And this is so important, transferable, great system, no stock. Okay, so you all are going to learn this in the EKW. Next slide, please. So, this is what I learned from our Sifu, Mr. Sam Sia. You see, there's a lot of companies like Mercedes. Who doesn't know Mercedes? Everybody knows what is Mercedes. And Toyota, Proton, even Panasonic. I think most of you know Panasonic, isn't it? Yes. Sanyo, electrical product, okay, electrical appliances. Energy is much better. Got ISO 13485. Panasonic also produce ionizer, but there's no ISO 13485. Okay? So, next slide please. You see, all these big business, they have factories. They need to have a big capital. They need to put in all those machineries, line of machineries. They need to buy land, build factories. They need to employ a lot of engineers, administration, and sales and marketing. These are normally happen to all those big companies. But energy is different. Next slide, please. Energy handle all the black color part. We only handle the sales part. That means we don't have to think of capital, we don't have to think of handling staff, all these things, all this headache, we don't have to think. We only concentrate on sales. So I think it's very, very much easier, isn't it? So no more headache. Next slide, please. So this is traditional model of all businesses. Traditional manufacturing factories, then when they have a product, they will go to country agent. Someone will take care of the whole country. These are very profitable business. And then goes to wholesales, country agent to wholesaler, to sales force, advertising to retailer. And this is normal. All is normal, like Sanyo, Panasonic is normal. Going through all these places. And the income will go from that side then to consumers. Next slide, please. Okay. Now, from here you can see the total difference. Now I talk about Panasonic or even Sanyo or all those electrical products. You see, Sanyo, they go the traditional way. Network marketing like energy, from factory direct to us, direct selling to us. And all those income earned by those country agent, wholesaler, sales force, and retailer, all the income combined up, and then they form a marketing plan. All this pass to us. That means we are all country agents. That's why sometimes when you are 6A, one machine you can earn few $1,000s. Whereas a retailer, you go to a retail shop, you buy a TV, a refrigerator, how much do they earn? I think not even 1A. So you can see the total differences. So, and even the marketing plan is patented. So what are we selling is ISO 13485. Even the water, Kangen water is patented. So these are some of the points I feel that is very important to let our downline know. Okay? For instance, can we be doing something like with Mercedes, Toyota, or even with Sanyo, Panasonic? Are they going to give us do this? They are not. So Energic is the only one. I think we should take this big opportunity. It's really a good opportunity. Okay? Next slide, please. So this is our product. I think all of you know the product, the price, and the 1A is there. Those 1A are actually from the retail shop. And the retail shop, they sell a TV, they sell a filtration system, they earn is 1A. And all those country agents, you couldn't get this. Okay, they couldn't get it. So, but we are getting. Next slide, please. You see the machine, 1K8 per A is 1,250 RM. This one is RM. 1,250 times 6. If you are 6A, you earn so much. That means you earn everything. Because we are country agents, we can sell to other countries, not only in Malaysia. Okay? So from here you can see the difference. So the marketing plan is like this. How you get promoted. 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. So this you can, I'm not going to talk about marketing plan. I think you are well versed already. You don't know, check with your upline. Okay, next slide please. So this is the one that attract me later. Okay, so when we sell 100 units, we become 6A already. After looking at the career path, when your downline get promoted, so you promote higher. You promote higher. Okay? So from this plan, because my goal is 6A2-3. Who want to be 6A2-3 here? So little people only. Not like me. Again, how many? More people already. There are some 6A2-3 here, just now I met them. Okay? So, my goal earlier when I start to do the business, my goal is 6A. My goal is 6A. And now, I'm already 6A, then my goal is 6A2-3. Okay. From this chart, you can see what do you need to become there. You need leaders. Me, I need a lot of leaders. And I don't have enough leaders. So, how am I going to build leaders? So this is, to climb this leadership ladder, I need a lot of leaders under my team. I need leaders, okay? So what should I do? I need to keep the team intact and grow. Keep them always intact, always together, and keep on growing. Myself need to grow, the team need to grow. So, I start doing weekly Zoom meeting, getting the team to participate, okay? Now it's easy. You can go Zoom meeting. Last time, no, you have to come. So you cannot do very wide. Now, your people in other countries, they can come to your Zoom. So you can do team meeting very easily, okay? And give training during Zoom meeting. So you can give training in the Zoom meeting. So the training stuff, you come to EKW, you learn already, you do it yourself, and then you can give training, okay? getting them to participate in the EKW workshop and other workshops. There's so many other workshops are recommended by, for instance, like SAMSIA, a lot of workshops, okay? Especially this one. If you want to do the Kangen, EKW is the most important one. Most important one, okay? Those who come to EKW normally all will become leaders. So that's where you're going to get leaders, okay? So create activities like roadshow, gatherings, dinner, talks, and boot camp. And then I also create recognition night. For our team members to become more excited, you need to create a recognition night. So they feel excited and then they keep on next year also another recognition night, they will go up there, okay? So next slide please. So this is some of the training slide that I just like to show you how I give training. You see, I come to the EKW training, and there are some courses are done by, invited by SAMSIA. So we learn. We learn already, we create slide easy for our downline to understand. So for instance, like priorities, long-term perspective. So create slide and explain to them so they understand what you are saying. Next slide, please. So this is some of the training that we give. Example, can you arrange, who is crazier? Can you arrange to talk to your new existing distributors without much investment? We give ourselves 10 years to achieve the rank 6A2-3. Tell to your downline, okay? And many people think, the previous slide please. Many people think 10 years is too long to make it in business. Too long, 10 years, how to do, But they say no. After 40 to 50 years, they are still there. So they don't want to go to 10 years, 40 to 50 years, still in a job, stay broke their whole life. Because they are short-term perspective mindset. They don't want to see long. They want to see 10 years to fix that, to achieve. This is too long. And then after 40, 50 years, they are still there. So we need to help this type of people. Okay? So help him to change his mindset to long-term perspective. Without much investment, we give ourselves 10 years to achieve the rank 6A2-3. And I believe many of our leaders here, they don't need 10 years. Some 5 years, some 3 years already achieved that. But at least you give them a target so they will slowly reach there. Okay, next slide please. So this is number 5, lead and lag measure. So we learn from all those courses, we create slides and then we explain to them. So this is, I always like to put SAMSIA because he's handsome. Okay, so and Jivan is there. Jivan are the one who give a lot of guidance to all of us. So someone there, I want to be success in the Kangen business. Jivan say, I give you a strategy, meet 5 people every week. Okay. And SAMSIA just follow, persistently follow. After 10 years, SAMSIA becomes 6A7-6 with a minimum basic of 80,000 per month. So these are the training that we learn from the EKW and also other additional workshop from Kangen here. So we create slides, we show it to our client and they will follow. When they follow, you are going to have a lot of leaders. Okay? Next slide, please. So this is the chart that we are going. Okay? 10 years. He focused on lead measure, means he focused on the future. It means future means keep on doing what you are doing. Keep on doing the rest. But not on the result. Okay, this is the power of lead measure. Okay, so this is what we learn from all the top people, teachers. Okay, next slide, please. So this is another one of the workshop done by Mr. Jeevan. So we listen already, then we go back, we create slide to train our downline. So something like why you need to have goals. Okay, next slide. How to set goals. This is what we learn. So today you are here, you listen to so many speakers, they say a lot of points, you go back, you can create your own slide. And then from there you can train your downline. Then they become leaders, you go up the staircase. Okay? Next slide, please. Like cold calling methods. Okay? Sometimes our speakers comes here, talks about cold calling and all those things. Then we can create slides to train our people in the Zoom meeting. So it's so easy. So that's why training is very, very important. Even though my group is not big, but it's growing. Okay? Next slide. Meeting demo and all those things, even like going for your downline wanted to demo to their clients. So they need to understand, need to learn this ABC concept. We call it ABC concept. So the bridge, your downline is the bridge, and you are the authority or the leader, and the client is the customers. So you have to teach them first before you meet the client. Okay? Because I meet a lot of broken bridge. You know why? My downline asked me to go to a client and do a demo. When I do a demo, my downline go out and smoke. So that's a broken bridge. So it's very difficult for me to close the sale.